I think a major reason why people like Jarrah White can get away with filing illegitimate takedown notices is because his victims don't understand what a counter notice is. In this video, I'm going to walk through the process of filing a counter notice using my counter notice to Jarrah White as an example. At the top of the counter notice form, you're told that by filing a counter notice, you're saying that the claimant made a mistake or misidentified your content, and you're given 3 warnings. Don't file a counter notice unless 1. You're sure you have the legal right to post the video that was removed, 2. You're willing to disclose your personal information to the claimant, and 3. You're prepared to get sued by the claimant. When used as it was intended, the DMCA takedown counter notice system is part of the pre-trial phase of a lawsuit. In DMCA lingo, the person filing the takedown notice is called the claimant, and the person filing the counter notice is called the respondent. Once the respondent files the counter notice, the next step in this legal process is for the claimant to file an injunction against the contested video and give legal notice to the respondent. The claimant then becomes the plaintiff in the ensuing lawsuit, and the respondent becomes the defendant. If you don't think you can easily dispatch a lawsuit, don't file a counter notice. These warnings are followed by a list of videos containing the contested content. Interestingly, you are not told what the contested content is or why it's being contested, even though the claimant had to provide that information when he filed his takedown notice. The reason for all this secrecy is because it's the basis of the claimant's potential lawsuit against you. You will be given this information when you receive the court documents. Yes, this may make it difficult to determine if the claimant actually made a mistake or misidentified your content. But if you're willing to proceed, check the boxes next to all the videos you want to file counter notices for, and don't look back. Next comes 3 notes that you have to check a box to confirm you read. The first deals with the concept of fair use or fair dealing and provides a relevant link. In the event the claimant didn't make a mistake and you did use their content without their permission, fair use might be your get-out-of-jail-free card. I'll do a deep dive on fair use and how it could apply specifically to using content from Jarrah's YouTube videos in my next YouTube video. But for now, I'm just showing you how to fill out the form. The second note you have to confirm is that you consent to giving away your personal information, and that you are aware that the next step in the legal process is for the claimant to sue you. In the third note, you acknowledge you are aware of 2 other ways of removing a copyright strike against your account. If you do nothing, the strike should expire in 6 months, but the video will not be restored. On the other hand, if for some odd reason the claimant retracts their takedown notice, then the strike is removed and the video is restored. Next comes the part where you give away your personal information and the reason you're filing the counter notice. Now, I've said before that I'd have to be dumber than a box of rocks to give Jarrah White my personal information, and I am dead certain that's still true. Jarrah has repeatedly demonstrated that he can be venomous in launching personal attacks on people who disagree with him. But considering all the ways Jarrah might be able to obtain my personal information, this is definitely the safest because it gives me control over how Jarrah can use that information. I'm giving Jarrah my home address and telephone number so that he or his attorney can deliver court documents to me. That is all Jarrah can legally do with the information I give him. If Jarrah should publish my personal information in a YouTube video or give it to any of his cohorts so that they can harass me, such action could seriously damage his case against me. Even if he doesn't take me to court, sharing information that I was legally forced to give him as part of this pretrial process would be a surefire way to get his account closed and possibly get himself permanently banned from YouTube for abusing the DMCA. It might also put him on the receiving end of a lawsuit. Next to your personal information are 2 200-character boxes, one for you to state the reason you're filing the counter notice, and the other for a message you want the claimant to see. Notice the respondent's reason for contesting the takedown notice is not forwarded to the claimant. That's because what you put in this box becomes the basis for your defense against the pending lawsuit. This is the only fair part of the takedown counter notice system, keeping both parties in the dark as to what the other is doing. At the bottom of the page, you have 3 more legally binding statements that you must confirm with checkboxes. First, that you believe the claimant made a mistake about your right to use their material or misidentified your material for theirs. Second, that you agree to meet the claimant in court in your own federal district or in San Francisco if you live outside the United States. And third, that you understand YouTube will close your account if you misrepresent anything on this form. To finish the process, put the same name you used in the personal information section above in this box and click Submit. Voila! Your counter notice is on its way. Stay tuned for my next video where I will explain how fair use might apply to the two videos I just filed counter notices for.